Will crypto collapse if this happens? Let's check this out. Okay, so first we're going to look at the crypto market. We're up a little bit. Things are slow right now, but things aren't looking awfully horrible. Things are just pretty slow right now. It's a weekend, a little bit slower, but a little bit of uncertainty has happened, but everything's a little slow right now. All right, let's get into the main idea. Okay, so right now Trump is kind of rattling the sword. He's kind of forcing his hand into this. So Trump imposes new tariffs against the EU nations over Greenland. Will Bitcoin collapse again? Okay, so this hasn't happened yet, but Trump is pushing for it. Trump wants Greenland. He wants to buy it. He wants to have Greenland, and he is putting some political pressure, or he wants to put political pressure on some of these nations to try to kind of force his hand, and he wants Greenland. The main factor is that a lot of these, whenever political pressure happens, it usually puts down crypto in the short term, and it causes a lot of uncertainty. And let's get into this. So the dispute over Greenland contains as numerous countries from the European Union sent military personnel to the island in a so-called Renaissance mission. Okay, so pretty much he stated this on social media that he wants to put tariffs that will impact Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, the Netherlands, and Finland. So he's trying to put political pressure on all these nations on tariffs, and he wants to force their hand and kind of put himself out there, put some political pressure on, because he really wants Greenland right now. He wants to control the island, and he just announced a new set of tariffs against all nations that have sent troops. He's put this on Twitter. I'm going to show you guys the tweet that he sent out in a little bit. But he wants Greenland, and if this does happen, and these new tariffs against these EU nations, if they are enforced, this will raise uncertainty in the crypto market and could put Bitcoin in the whole crypto market in a little bit of a not so great position in the short term. But in the long term, crypto always bounces back. Just political things like this, that they always raise uncertainty, and people get a little bit shaky and a little bit scared, and the crypto market just gets a little bit worse. But we've seen this before a ton of times. This is just another thing that Trump may or may not do. It's not for sure certain yet, but he definitely is forcing his hand in there. So at first, the taxation will be 10% on all goods sent to the U.S. starting from February 1st, 2026. So obviously, we don't know if this is going to happen yet, but it could. Trump is trying very hard for this. He really wants Greenland. I'm not so sure on why he wants Greenland. There's no said reason, I don't think, for why he wants Greenland. But all you need to know is that this could raise political pressure if this does happen, and a little bit of uncertainty. However, if there's no deal for the acquisition of Greenland by June 1st, the tariffs will increase to 25%. I feel like 10% is even a huge tariff. I feel like that's a lot. A 10%, I mean, you got to think about how much stuff's being imported to the U.S. from all these countries. A 10% tariff, I mean, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. Even 10%, 25%, that's a lot of pressure. Okay, so I'm going to click into this real quick. We can see this. Breaking: President Trump announced a 10% tariff on all these EU nations beginning February 1st. Yeah, 25% if it doesn't happen, increase on January 1st. And I'll click on this over here. Okay, I'm not going to go into this tweet fully, but you guys can pause it right here if you want to look into this. I'll click on this, get a better picture. You can pause this if you want to look into this, but I'm going to go back over the other tab. Okay, so in his statement, Trump emphasized that a deal means a complete and total purchase of Greenland. He wants the whole thing. He's not looking for a division of it. He wants the whole thing, which he claims is essential for his country's national security. In a separate post, estimated that 1.2 trillion worth of annual bilateral trade will be impacted under these new tariffs. That's a lot of money. They also asserted that the potential acquisition of Greenland would cost the U.S. around $700 billion, which I think it could be even more than that. I mean, $700 billion, it may be on the cheaper end. It's probably a conservative number, but you got to think about this in the big term of the crypto market. If this does happen, it will raise uncertainty. So be prepared. If this does happen, this 100% will raise uncertainty. All these political pressures that have happened in the past and political events that raise uncertainty always put down the crypto market in the short term, but ultimately the crypto market will prevail in the long term. It'll just put it down a little bit for the short term. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for your time. Remember to make sure, if you like what I'm doing, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and then also comment down below what you guys want me to do. If you like what I'm doing, I really appreciate all your guys' support. It means the world to me. And thank you guys for your time. Have a great day. Bye.